Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the fifth studio album from Coldplay called Mylo Xyloto, the follow-up from the masterpiece that was Viva La Vida. So, yeah, here we go. So, if you are new to these reviews and you want to see more, just subscribe because I do this a lot. I'm doing this all week except for Friday, I think. Yeah, I'm doing this the entire week instead of Friday. So, yeah, how I usually do these types of reviews is I go over every single track, I rank all the tracks, and then rank all the music videos as well, just a little bonus, and then give the whole album a rating at the end of it. So yeah, Moon Music is almost coming up, so I'm very excited for that. But in the meantime, we're just catching up on the chronology. I am definitely not gonna reach Moon Music by October, so. It sucks, but hey, that was my goal and we failed. So, yeah, it started off with Mylo Xyloto. I actually should re-rate this. I I really should re-rate this because it's just a transition song. It's a pretty nice tune. I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5 automatically because it's just an interlude. Hurts Like Kevin. It's the first actual track off the album. It's the second listed track. This song is a very upbeat pop song with some night. It's a pop rock song as well. It's just the live version carries so much more within it. You can hear Johnny Buckland so much more on the live version that it doesn't really compare to the studio version. The studio version is pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. I just like the live version so much better. With Paradise, the same thing kind of goes, but the studio version has its own pretty much kind of delight to it. Although once again, the same complaint I'm having with Hurts Like Heaven, the guitar part is just kind of, it's just kind of like in a lower register, and it's kind of just, it sounds more quiet. It sounds more condensed. But in the live version, it does sound so much better. Either way, Paradise is a really good song in my opinion. I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 5. Charlie Brown is this nice another upbeat song, like the first, like all the songs so far have been upbeat really so far. It's just the song is about like just having the best of time or just living in the moment. I like the song a lot. It's very catchy. It has that effect on you. It gives you energy. I'm gonna give it a 4.3 out of 5. That was pretty good. Next up is Us Against the World. This was a demo that was released on Mylo Xyloto. It was still in its demo phase when it got released. So it's just this really sweet acoustic song with this pretty cool in the climax of it you can kind of hear a slight orchestra in the background with piano, and it just sounds so hopeful. I'm gonna give it a 4.2 out of 5. I like Us Against the World. The finished version, which is called Silver Bird, is so much more better though because you can hear it's more finished. This one was in its demo phase when it got released. So yeah. Next up was MMIX. Once again, another interluding track into Every Teardrop is a Waterfall. Automatic 2.5 out of 5. Every Teardrop is a Waterfall. I already reviewed this a long time ago, but damn, this is such a pretty much the same thing as Charlie Brown. The same description of it. It's so upbeat. It gives you a lot of energy. I'm gonna give this a 4.7 out of 5. This is my favorite track off the album. So yeah. Next up is Major Minus. Major Minus is kind of, I think it might be the worst actual song on here. Um, that's not to say it's bad. It's just it's really the studio version really lacked. This is the biggest example of the live version being so much more better. The live version in this case is dramatically better than Major Minus. Major Minus and the studio version it just sounds like it kind of in a way the vocal kind of sounds like People of the Pride in the first verse, or in all the verses. But the People in the Pride and Major Minus's vocals, they have about the same kind of thing. But in the live version, you can hear Chris Martin so much more better. You can hear the whole band so much better in the live version. The studio version is just really, really lacking. I'm gonna give it a 3.2 out of 5. And yeah, now I understand why a lot of people do not like the song. Next up was Princess of China with Rihanna. I don't know what song this is. Actually, I don't know what number. I already lost track. But this is a pretty cool song. Kind of gets you or this song is about. Wait, I don't know. It's this kind of breakup argument between these two sides. I like the different style of pop they went with here. I like the use of percussion in this song. I'm gonna give it a 4.2 out of 5. I liked it. I really liked it. I liked it that one. A lot of people hated it. I didn't hate it. I liked it. Next up was Up in Flames. This is probably the saddest song on the album for me. This song is literally just a breakup song. If you really listen to it in detail, this is really just one of the saddest breakup songs I've ever heard. Especially at the end of it, it just like made me cry a lot. I'm gonna give it a 3.7 out of 5. It's not the best of the album, but it's certainly not the worst. Everyone hates this track, or a lot of people hate this track. I don't. It's like really like soothing, but also it's really sad at the same time. Awful Transmission is an interluding song. I'm not gonna count it. Next up was Don't Let It Break Your Heart. This one is really, really good. So with this one, it's just them just going to the max of their usage of the instrumental. You have the drums going crazy. Just the whole sound of it. This is definitely like a stadium song. This really should have been played live a lot more. It sounds so much better live. I think when it's live, it's in a lower key, which I prefer that lower key instead of the higher key in the studio version. But either way, I love it so much. It gives me such a vibe. It's such an energetic song, fast paced, unstoppable, or whatever. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. I love it. I love it. And the closing track was Up With The Birds. So the song is split into two halves. The first half being like the death of someone in the morning, and then the second half is the coping and the moving on of whatever. And fades out to this really beautiful piano piece, which closes out the album. Up With The Birds is a really, really good song in my opinion. I like the change of genre in that little bridge section there. I like a little change of genre right there. It turns into this really sad piano medley into this upbeat pop rock song. I love it. 4.3 out of 5. Nice. So then here, if I had to rank all the songs, Every Teardrop Is Waterfall gets my number 1 at 4.7 out of 5. Don't Let It Break Your Heart is my number 2. Charlie Brown's number 3. Number 4 is Up With The Birds. Number 5 is Less Against the World. Number 6 is Princess of China. Number 7 is UFO. I forgot to mention that one. UFO. I like it. Really sweet acoustic song. Trying to find a way. Trying to find hope in UFO. 4 out of 5. There's Paradise next, I think. Okay, hold on. 5, 6, 7. Paradise number 8. Up in Flames 9. Hurts Like Heaven 10th. And Major Minus in 11th is the worst full song. MMIX, Mylo Xyloto, and A Hopeful Transmission are just the interluding tracks, so it doesn't really matter what their rating is. And yeah, moving on to the music videos. Every Teardrop Is a Waterfall is my favorite one because it has this like really sick vibe to it. This really like this awesome use of color and stop motion, and like they executed that really well. I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5. It says here I have it written as a 4.7 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. That was really cool. Hurts Like Heaven's music video is based off the comic book, which I think is actually like another really good use of editing with this one. Props to whoever made it. I like it so much. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. With Charlie Brown, it is about these two characters that are just trying to find their way into a party with like a group of people trying to just have the best moment of their lives. Meanwhile, I think they're being chased. I forgot mostly. But yeah, that's the Charlie Brown music video. It cuts to those two characters to the whole band playing in this awesome room with a lot of cool lights and all that. I'm gonna give that one a 4.5 out of 5 as well. Princess of China. It looks like a whole freaking war. It looks like a whole war is going on between Chris and Rihanna, which Princess of China is an argument. It's about an argument between two sides, and the video really symbolizes it's a big war between those two, which is pretty cool. You have a lot of really crazy elements in this song, in this video too. I'm gonna give it a 4.2 out of 5. And Paradise is just Chris Martin dressed up in an elephant suit. He's broke. He escaped a zoo, and he's trying to go meet up with his friends, and he finally does at the end of the video. So yeah, those are the music videos. Those are my quick take on the music videos. And yeah, the whole album, it's not as good as Viva La Vida. It's definitely, so far, reviewing the chronology, it's the worst album by far so far, but it's not bad. 3.8 out of 5 is not bad. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.8 out of 5. Thought this was a pretty good album, just not as good as the follow. It's not as good as the follow up. Like, if you had to follow Parachutes or Rush of Blood, Viva, and X and Y, you really had to bang with it, and this wasn't it. Oh yeah, I got my Everyday Life shirt. Look. I'm gonna go to 3.8 out of 5 though. That was such a random topic to add in, so yeah. But that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all for watching and have a good day. Goodbye.